well, we've come back down the lake then for an overnighter. Same swim, managed to get back into swim 31. Rods were all clipped up and marked up with marker elastic, so it was just a case of putting some fresh baits on the rigs and then getting the rod straight back out. So a couple of casts on the left hand rod to get it just right. There's an overhanging branch, you have to sort of crouch down to get the cast right. But other than that, the other two went out on the first cast, so I'm happy with that. Kept the rigs and everything exactly the same. I've got one on a hinge stiff rig out to the left on the left hand rod, and then the other two are that rig that I showed you on the last vlog, which is that bottom bait with a small little 12mm wafter and quite a long hair. Something I did forget to say the other day is that what I do is to stop that hair from tangling around the hook is I just put 3 boilies, you know, just 15mm boilies, nutcracker from Urban, in a little bit of PVA mesh, and then I just have a long sort of towel end of that PVA, and I just wrap that around to hold the hair against the shank of the hook, and then obviously then as I cast out, that stops the hair from sort of swinging back and getting hooked up. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to get my brolly up in a little while, because once it starts to get dark I will get eaten alive by the mosquitoes again. But what I wanted to do is talk you through a little product that I use a lot, and I was involved with the development of this, and it's called the Rock from PB. Now it's for sharpening your hooks, and unlike a file where you're just sort of doing, you know, a side at a time as it were, the idea of the Rock is you actually push the hook point into it. So it's like a rough rubber in a way, that sort of feeling you get when you sort of run your finger over it. So you push the point into the rock and then you just give it a wiggle, and what that does, that actually sharpens all the way around the circumference of the point. So then what you get is an absolute razor sharp hook, but you haven't worn a load of the actual metal away by using a file. So that's a little product that I use, keep it in my tackle box, and every time recast out I just give it a little tweak in there just so I know that the point is as sharp as it can possibly be, and that's that's called the Rock from PB. So if there's a product from Sonic or from PB or from Urban that you'd like a bit of information on, or you'd like me to sort of review it, or you know, or talk you through it, if it's something you're thinking of getting, or thinking is it worth me, you know, worth getting, or whatever, then just put a little comment, you know, below, give us a like and a subscribe, and then what I'll do is I'll either reply back to you, or on one of my vlogs I'll either show you that product if I've got it, or I'll endeavour to get hold of one from, like I say, either Sonic if it's a Sonic product, or PB if it's end tackle, or if it's something from Urban Bait. So like I say, today that's the Rock from PB. And if there's anything you want me to sort of talk you through, just like I say, leave a little message at the bottom, and we'll see what we can do. So I'm going to get my brolly up. I'm then going to make myself a cup of tea. As you know, I do like a brew or 20. Once I've had my cup of tea, I might cook myself a little bit of dinner, and then just see what comes about. So fingers crossed, I won't be able to get back down again for a couple of weeks. So tonight will be my last one for a couple of weeks, unfortunately. So fingers crossed we can winkle something out. The swim owes me a fish. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to get down to sort of have a look and sort of spot, you know, see if I can see any showing fish or any signs of fish. But like I said the other day, you've got to be in it to win it. So let's see what happens. So I'm going to get that kettle on, and I'm going to get that brolly up. Well, good morning. We've had a very uneventful night again. Just don't seem to be down this arm again, which is really weird. You know, this time of year, it just seems to, you know, be a good overnight spot. But I'm gonna have to venture out onto the main lake, I think, and see if I can find some fish. You know, instead of going on just previous, or they're likely to be down here because it's, you know, the summertime. It's 2 nights I've done in this swim now. I've had nothing. You know, the time before that, obviously I did lose a fish early hours in the morning, so there was obviously something down here then. But this is now 2 nights I've done in the space of a week in this particular area of the lake, and I've not seen anything to go on. Had a couple of knocks this morning, you know, sort of bream type sort of knocks, but yeah, it's a bit of a shame really, a bit deflated to be fair, but there we are. So I'm going to have to get packed up and get off to work, so it's about time I got my arse into gear and got my kit packed away. So never mind. If I do come back on again with a fish, then fantastic, but I think that's going to be the end of this one, and we'll have to give it a couple of weeks now, and then next time I'm out I'm going to have a little bit of a rethink, I think. So there's no point just sitting on my hands and hoping that something's going to be down this way. I need to do a bit of homework, see if I can spot the fish, you know, see if I can see some fizzing or showing or whatever, and then move on that. Yeah, so that's that. So all the best, and hope to see you all on the next one.